Welcome to this episode of Trojan Poetry. You're not seeing things. We do have another special guest today. It is Mike Hines, our department chair in science at Downers Grove North High School. So thank you for coming.
Thanks for having me. This sounds like fun.
Yeah,
I think.
He's entered the gauntlet.
He's very diplomatic as well, as you
I
can
have
tell.
chosen a poem specifically for your appearance. Mike, neither of the two Mikes have seen it. So here we go. This is called The Sciences Sing a Lullaby by Albert Goldbarth. Physics says, go to sleep. Of course you're tired. Every atom in you has been dancing the shimmy in silver shoes nonstop from mitosis to now. Quit tapping your feet. They'll dance inside themselves without you. Go to sleep. Geology says, it will be all right. Slow, inch by inch, America is giving itself to the ocean. Go to sleep. Let darkness lap at your sides. Give darkness an inch, you're not alone. All of the continents used to be one body. You aren't alone. Go to sleep. Astronomy says the sun will rise tomorrow. Zoology says on rainbow fish and the lithe gazelle. Psychology says, but first it has to be night. So, biology says, the body clocks are stopped all over town, and history says, here are the blankets, layer on layer, down and down. So I tried to cover all of the branches of science for you.
You did quite well with that.
Yeah, you have a lot of them
I don't know
covered.
if I can speak to all of these or not.
So normally just one of us responds, but if you want to take a moment to look back, Mike can
Okay, I'll fumble through.
elucidate.
I'll follow your lead.
Indeed, yeah. I thought what stood out to me was the go to sleep over and over because it is a lullaby, and I think each type of science or school of science is explaining. I think it's reassuring, but I'm not sure because geology says slow inch by inch, America is giving itself to the ocean, which sounds pretty threatening to me and kind of scary. And then at the top, quit tapping your feet, they'll dance inside themselves without you. I just thought that was a really interesting image, and that idea of atoms and that we're all really just made up of these little tiny, we aren't really solid, I guess, right, when it comes down to it, these tiny little things that are next to each other.
And really everything that holds it together is electrostatic forces, right? So really atoms are 90% space, right? So the idea that matter is in there and above you. When I first started reading, I wasn't sure if it was about an individual, which I thought was about an individual, but as I moved down, if it was about the Earth or the universe at large, you know what I mean? Like in our place in it. I think that's what it spoke to me once I got to the second paragraph.
Yeah, I was surprised that history was lumped in at the end. He just kind of threw that in. Is history considered a science? Or, I don't know.
That's what intrigued me was, here's somebody saying that science offers a comfort, right? Usually science is...
Science always offers a comfort, right? Like,
Well, I think a lot of the... okay.
Long pause from John.
Okay. And so that was interesting to me, right? Like somebody trying to suggest that the natural world viewed through science offers emotional or psychological comfort, right? Because it's like a symbol, it becomes symbols, right? Symbolism.
You aren't alone. Now that I read the second stanza, that's very reassuring, right?
and if you look how it goes from the infinitely small with the atomic up to the infinitely large with astronomy, right? Like it grows throughout the poem, but yet then it returns back to biology with the body clocks and then the blanket. So it's almost an expansion, and then all of a sudden at the end they just literally wrap it up in the blankets there.
Yeah. That's well put. Well, now is the last stanza, are those definitions of nighttime according to each strand of science, right? Astronomy says the sun will rise tomorrow.
Well,
Psychology says first it has to be night.
Right, and that's the structure of the last stanza is pretty confusing, because if you just get rid of the names of the sciences and says, then it reads like a sentence. The sun will rise tomorrow on rainbow fish and live gazelle, right? So I didn't get that the first few times.
That's why punctuation is actually important.
Right, but it is a strange, he buries the sentence within or after the colons.
Yeah.
Right.
I didn't notice that. That's and he doesn't do that up above.
No.
Yeah, each one gets a stanza above, and then these ones are lumped together. But they work together, right? That idea that the sciences work together to bring comfort, in that way. I don't. What are the blankets, though? Here are the blankets. Because I think of snow, but that's not obviously what he means.
I think it's you're laying down to go to sleep, right? Here are the blankets to comfort you, layer on layer, down and down.
But why is history saying that? Oh, because it's a accretion, like it's a.
Everything builds on
Build it,
itself, or
okay.
you have. But I would think geology would say that more, right?
Yeah.
Because you're looking at the layers in the.
Yeah,
in
but
the earth.
geology is, I love the line from Shawshank Redemption. Geology is about pressure and time, right? When what we think of as a minute, geology, it's nothing, right? Like billions of years and millions of years, it's just nothing to geological time frame.
Yeah.
So it will be all right, slow inch by inch. I don't know why all of a sudden they throw America back in there. It's giving itself that, like, why is that? Why America?
Well, just I think the idea of the
well,
continent,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like it's slowly going back under the other plates. Isn't that right? It's the plate tectonics.
Yes.
Kind of, yeah, isn't that?
I'm assuming this is
Well, I was looking at-
American, the author,
I think so.
or why he mentions America specifically.
I don't know if it's necessarily tectonic plates. I was thinking of that when I read "Let Darkness Lap at Your Sides" is erosion. It's going back into the ocean.
Okay, yeah.
That's what I.
Okay.
That's what I. Not that. I mean, you could look at it from either perspective.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah.
Right. So I don't know. I thought it was an interesting
Yeah.
twist, a poem about the sciences singing a lullaby.
Guess what? My Chem 400 is going to read in class tomorrow.
Ah,
We did it.
ding, ding. You're welcome.
No. All right. Anything else?
No, I think it was really interesting, and that last stanza. Now that you pointed that out, it makes sense, and I love that last line. I think that's really cool.
Why don't you read that without the titles of the science in there, please?
Oh, I'm sorry.
yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
The sun will rise tomorrow on rainbow fish and lithe gazelle, but first it has to be night. So the body clocks are stopped all over town, and here are the blankets, layer on layer, down and down.
There's a rhyme scheme going on there that you can hear
yeah,
more,
right?
except for gazelle, right? Tomorrow
Oh.
and so and town and down.
Right, and just the idea it has to be night, because he says that a couple times, right? Like it's going to be night. Give darkness an inch, right? Like there is darkness
And it's
that
going
the
to be
sciences
okay.
have to, right? So it's like
Yeah.
a comforting, again, like a lullaby, honestly, right?
Yeah.
All right, well, thanks for watching. Please join the conversation in the comments on YouTube or on Twitter at Trojan Poetry DGN. Also, check out our website at trojanpoetrydgn.blogspot.com.